Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ridzuan bin Abdul Halim. Number matrix 07 DLS 18F 2017. I'm from DLS 4A. Okay, my part in this task is definition of warehousing. Okay, warehousing is the act of storing goods that will be sold or distributed later. While a small home-based business might be warehousing products in a spare room, basement or garage, largest business typical own or rent space in a building that is specifically designed for storage. Concept of storage space, where you put things when they are not being used, the state of being kept in a place when not being used, the state of being stored somewhere, the act of putting something that is not being used in a place where it is available, where it can be kept safely. Okay. Characteristic of warehousing. First is strategic location. Uh, a location strategy is a plan for obtaining the optimal location for a company by identifying company needs and objective and searching for location with the offering that are compatible with this need and objective, such as port, airport, and train stop to facilitate the movement of goods. Number two is material handling. Material handling involves short distance movement within the confine of a building or between a building and a transportation vehicle. In warehouse, material handling is very important. Number three is safety and insurance. Okay, this type of insurance which is carried by a very responsible third party warehousing company. Safety measure must protect worker from warehouse hazard and ensure that they can carry out work activities safely. Number three is management system. Okay, each product is removed or placed in storage must be properly recorded in the book of stock. Okay, next is role of control. First is price stabilization. Number two is transportation consolidation. Number three is storage of goods. This is to ensure continuous production or large scale production. Number four is financing. Warehouse also give advance of money to the depositor of a short period, keeping their goods as security. Number five is inventory control. By having a warehouse, it is much easier for business to manage a large amount of inventory. Warehouse can help when a company needs to match supply with demand in a fast-changing environment. Number six is an emergency buffer. Warehouse have an unusual role in maintaining the integrity of a business. Why? Because if an emergency strike, such as faulty product or delay to transportation, the business has spare goods in stock to turn to. Okay.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Fatin Anira Masara binti Muhammad Nur and my number matrix is 07DLS 18F 2055. Okay, today I want to present about the importance of warehousing. Warehousing is a requirement for most business that manufacture, import, export, or transport goods. There are many importance of warehousing. First is better inventory management. Warehouses provide a centralized location for your goods, making it easier to track and manage your inventory. By investing in a warehouse, you'll store, ship, and distribute products more efficiently. If something is out of stock, you'll know it right away and provide customers with alternative options rather than leaving them waiting for days or weeks. Maksudnya di sini, gudang menyediakan lokasi terpusat untuk barang Anda, menjadikannya lebih mudah untuk mengesan dan menguruskan inventory Anda. Dengan melabur di gudang, Anda akan menyimpan, menghantar, dan mengedar produk dengan lebih berkesan. Sekiranya sesuatu kehabisan stok, Anda akan langsung mengetahuinya dan memberikan pilihan alternatif kepada pelanggan daripada membiarkan mereka menunggu hari atau minggu. Okay, second is more efficient packing and processing. A warehouse enables businesses to pack and grade their goods according to legal requirements and customers' needs. The logistical cost is reduced, while flexibility is maximized. This type of facility can be an ideal distribution location, eliminating the need to arrange for pickup and hire employees to manage fulfillment. Ia bermaksud gudang membolehkan pedagang mengemas dan menilai barang mengikut keperluan undang-undang dan keperluan pelanggan. Kos logistik dikurangkan, sementara flexibility dimaksimumkan. Kemudahan jenis ini dapat menjadi lokasi pengendaraan yang ideal, menghilangkan keperluan untuk mengatur pengambilan dan mengambil pekerja untuk menguruskan pemenuhan. Third is superior customer service. Warehousing allows for timely delivery and optimized distribution, leading to increased labor productivity and greater customer satisfaction. It also helps reduce errors and damage in the order fulfillment process. Plus, it prevents your goods from getting lost or stolen during handling. Apa yang saya paham di sini ialah pergudangan memungkinkan untuk pengantaran tepat pada masanya dan pengedaran yang dioptimumkan yang membawa kepada peningkatan productivity pekerja dan kepuasan pelanggan yang lebih besar. Ia juga membantu mengurangkan kesilapan dan kerosakan dalam proses pemenuhan pesanan. Selain itu, ia mencegah barang Anda hilang atau dicuri semasa mengendalikan. Fourth is ensure price stabilization. The demand for goods and services varies from month to month and year to year depending on customers' income, government policies, employment rate, climatic conditions, and other factors. A warehouse allows you to store your products for a later date when the demand is high. This helps ensure price stabilization and reduce revenue losses. Oke, maksudnya di sini ialah permintaan untuk barang dan perkhidmatan bervariasi dari bulan ke bulan, tahun ke tahun, bergantung kepada pendapatan pelanggan, polisi pemerintah, kadar pekerjaan, keadaan iklim, dan faktor lain. Gudang membolehkan Anda menyimpan produk dan di kemudian hari apabila permintaannya tinggi. Ini membantu memastikan kestabilan harga dan mengurangkan kerugian pendapatan. Okay, last but not least is improve risk management. Warehousing not only protects against price fluctuations, but also provides safe storage of perishable products. Depending on your needs and types of business, you can list a warehouse equipped with refrigerators, freezer, and optimal temperature control. Oke, yang terakhir ialah maksudnya pergudangan tidak hanya melindungi dari turun naik harga, tetapi juga menyediakan penyimpanan produk mudah rosak yang selamat, bergantung pada keperluan dan jenis perniagaan Anda. Anda boleh menyewa gudang yang dilengkapi dengan peti sejuk, penyejuk beku, dan kawalan suhu yang optimum. Baiklah, itu saja daripada saya. Sekian dan terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum to Madam Hazwani. My name is Asnita binti Zakaria. My magic number is 07 DLS 18F 2077. Today I want to present about types of warehouse. First, distribution center. Distribution center are warehouse where storing product is a very temporary activity. These types of warehouse a point in the supply chain where products are received from supplier. They rapidly ship out to customer. Secondly, warehouse. For private warehouse are typically owned by large retail corporations or companies that privately store goods, also known as proprietary warehouse. Such facilities demand an upfront capital investment to build and maintain. For public warehouse, a public warehouse is a great option for companies with short-term warehouse needs. Store things like fresh flowers to freeze that stored frozen flowers. Next is the function of warehouse. The function of warehouse is first, storage of goods. Basic function of warehouse is to store large stock of goods. These goods are stored from time of production or purchase till their consumption or use. Second, protection of goods. A warehouse provides protection of goods from loss or damage due to heat, dust, wind, and moisture, and etc. It makes special arrangement for different products according to their nature. Thirdly, process. Certain commodities are not consumed in the form they are produced. Processing is required to make them consumable. For example, sometimes warehouse also undertake these activities on behalf of the owners. Fourth, transportation. In some cases, warehouse provide transport arrangement to the bulk deposits. It collects goods from the place of production and also sends goods to the place of delivery on request of the deposits. Financial. When goods are deposited in any warehouse, the deposit gets a receipt which acts as a proof about the deposit of goods. The warehouse can also issue a document in favor of the owner of the goods, which is called warehouse keeper's warrant. This warrant is a document of the title and can be transferred by simple endorsement and delivery. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, nama saya Muhammad Rafili bin Alansharing. Nomor matrik saya 07LS18F2063. Okey. Pergudangan dan logistik adalah aktiviti rantaian bekalan. Kedua pergudangan dan logistik memenuhi fungsi dalam aktiviti rantaian bekalan. Di satu pihak pergudangan menumpukan pada penyimpanan barang yang selamat di dalam bangunan. Sementara logistik adalah aspek fungsional penyimpanan dan pengantaran barang yang disimpan di gudang. Inilah sebabnya mengapa sangat penting untuk bekerja sama dengan pergudangan dan logistik untuk memastikan komponen ini berkolaborasi dengan berkesan. Itu saja dari saya. Sekian, terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum, nama saya Muhammad Izwan Syazwin bin Rasening. Nombor metrik saya ialah 07DLS18F2023. Hari ini saya akan menerangkan tentang kaitan antara transportation, production, distribution and purchasing activity with warehouse. Okey, yang pertama ialah transportation. Apabila produk siap tiba di gudang, bahagian penghantaran menentukan kaedah yang paling berkesan untuk menghantar produk mereka sehingga dihantar pada atau sebelum tarikh yang ditentukan oleh pelanggan. Yang kedua ialah production. Berdasarkan rancangan pengeluaran, bahan mentah dipindah ke kawasan pengeluaran. Bahan mentah ini digunakan untuk pembuatan produk siap yang dipesan oleh pelanggan dan kemudian dihantar ke gudang di mana mereka menunggu penghantaran. Okey, yang ketiga ialah distribution. Gudang sangat memerlukan pengedaran kerana pengedaran penting untuk gudang mengedarkan barang di setiap pasaran agar aktiviti gudang berjalan dengan lancar. Yang keempat ialah purchasing activity. Okey, hubungan antara gudang dan pembelian dari segi aktiviti mereka selalu dekat. Sebilangan besar, kedua-dua jabatan ini bersatu di bawah satu tajuk pengurusan bekalan, di mana untuk menjalankan operasi yang terpisah ini, hubungan antara mereka sangat penting. Pembelian bertanggungjawab untuk membeli semua barang dan perkhidmatan yang diperlukan oleh organisasi aktiviti sokongan. Sekian, terima kasih.